Coming up on the sports desk, the Bishop boys are finals bound. Yes, with each passing day in the playoffs, one team moves ahead, another falls away. These Torrance teams are leaving it all out there, and we are witness. And we catch up with the women's basketball team at El Camino College. They've got a strong winning streak in their back pocket. We've got the who, what, where, when, and how. Let's get things started right now. Hey guys, welcome to the Sports Desk, your one source for all things Torrance sports. I am your host, Lesley Robins. For the next half hour or so, sit back and kick back as we give you a gateway to the brightest sports stars and hottest sports spots in Torrance. Before we get to the good stuff, we want to hear from you. Here are the social media stats. I'm at Lesley Mia. The show is at the Sports Desk TV. Find us, tag us, follow me. Our program is also on Facebook. We've got email. All the details are right there on the screen. Tell us what's going on and what we need to know, because when it comes down to it, this show is all about you. Now let's get you in the know with some numbers. In the big sports picture, the NBA All-Star Game recently had it going on from Charlotte. Congrats to Team LeBron for getting the win. And right here in Torrance, we had our very own All-Stars in the making their mark in basketball. Yes, the Bishop Montgomery boys basketball team did it. They held off Etiwanda in the conclusion of pool play to earn a spot in the Open Division Finals game, 72-65. And this right here is what victory looks like. And it certainly was a team effort. Nick Schrader led the way with 14 points, 13 after halftime. Gianni Hunt added 15 points, plus Will Crawford contributed 11 points and 11 rebounds. Also to note, Josh Vasquez was out with an ankle injury and was sick, according to Coach Doug Mitchell. By the end of one, it was Bishop 22, Etiwanda 17, halftime Knights 36, Eagles 33. In the third, Hunt helped Bradley Izewiro land that shot. At the end of the third, it was Bishop 54, Etiwanda 43. Bishop also made 5 of 6 free throws in the final minute, thanks to Gianni and Archie Jordan to help seal the win. Now, a few days before that epic game, who knew what would happen? Because the Bishop boys fell to Rancho Verde 50-41, despite Hunt bringing in 17 and Isaiah Johnson 9. But it all worked out in the end, because finals, here we come. The Knights will play number 2 Sierra Canyon on February 23rd at Cal Baptist. And speaking of Sierra Canyon, oh man, take a look at this picture right here. This is what heartbreak looks like. That's Kayla Padilla being comforted after the 4th-seeded Bishop Montgomery girls basketball team fell to top-seeded Sierra Canyon 61-59 in a nail-biter of a game. And the race was really neck and neck, even until the very last sequence. With the score tied at 59 with 39 seconds remaining, the Lady Knights had a chance to take the lead, but a Padilla driving layup was off the mark. Sierra Canyon took the rebound and pushed it up the court, driving the lane. And when the Knights defender came to her, she dumped it off to a wide open teammate who laid it off the glass and in, with 18 seconds left to give Sierra Canyon a 2-point lead and eventually the win to advance to the championship game against Windward.
Kudos to Sierra Canyon, they're a great team all around. I think we just had a lapse at the end. We were up most of the game, and I think we kind of let it go when it was most important, but I'm proud of us the way we competed for most of the game. And I'm just a little disappointed how things ended.
Obviously you want to win, right? My job as a coach is to make sure I have quality athletes, that they understand adversity is going to happen, that they understand it's not about wins and losses. Are we good character individuals? Are we getting better every day? Are we representing our family? Are we godly people? And that's all I care about. Wins or losses are going to happen. Yes, tough, but this doesn't make or break me, and it's not going to make or break our team.
Well, the game prior to that one put the girls at 2-0 in open play and was all that and then some. Cedric Welton has that story.
The Lady Knights jumped out to an 18-point lead at half due to their defensive pressure, causing 10 steals in the first half alone, capitalizing off each turnover. Bishop remembered it dropped a game to Troy earlier this season and had revenge on their minds. Let's take a look at the highlights. Knights were hot from the opening tip. Kayla Williams before anyone could blink for the first score of the game. Still first quarter, Kylie Pepe with the post moves over 2 Warriors as the lead jumps to 5. First play of the second quarter, Amaya Trahan picks up another of 10 first half steals and seals the deal with a bucket. Second half, Troy cut into the lead, but more defense from the Knights, steal by Williams, and she hustles it up court to find a cutting Padilla for 2. Padilla invited the Warriors to the block party, and Pepe took the rock coast to coast as the Lady Knights never looked back in this victory. I called up with Kylie Pepe, Kayla Padilla, and head coach Quinn about this game and their pending matchup versus #1 ranked Sierra Canyon. Kylie, big game, second round of playoffs. You guys defeat Troy, get a little bit of revenge. Tell me how it feels to get this victory over a really tough team.
It feels great. They beat us the first time, so it feels really great beating them the second time. They always come with good energy, and we're just really happy and proud that we were able to get the W this time.
We moved the ball around really well, looking for the best open shot. Kylie again was a monster in the paint. And we made sure to make it a point to come out strong in the second half. We didn't want to let this one go, being that playoff wins are so important. So we came out with a lot of intensity and made sure to pick it up on the defensive end.
And these next 2 days are going to be huge preparation days for us. They're a great team. I got to see them against Redondo. They are the #1 team. Obviously, they have not lost a game. This is big for us, not only just because it's the #1 team, but it's semifinals. We're trying to get to a championship. We have a goal here. We like to hang banners in this gym. That's our goal. We have to get through the #1. In order to be the best, you have to beat the best. Right now, they are the best, and that's just our goal. We'll come in, put our heads down, work hard, prepare, scout, and give our best effort.
The Knights weathered a second half surge from Troy to maintain a 14-point lead and defeat the Warriors by a final score of 67-53, anchored by the scoring of Kylie Pepe and Kayla Padilla with 23 points apiece. They'll move on to face Sierra Canyon next in the 3rd round of playoffs. Reporting from Bishop Montgomery High School, I'm Cedric Welton for the Sports Desk.
Good stuff, Cedric. Thank you. Alongside basketball, we've also been on top of the soccer playoffs. Not all of the games have been swinging in Torrance's favor, but we still do have a horse in the race. Here's West High, winners of the Pioneer League. They are now heading to the finals after defeating La Habra in penalties 4-2. Here they are warming up on the road with Ethan Brandt back at goal for that Division III semifinal soccer game. And it went something like this. By halftime, the game was still scoreless. The Warriors threatened near the end of the first half, but the Highlanders were displaying some good defense. West struck first on a perfectly timed header by senior Josh LaVega to give the Warriors a 1-0 lead in the 42nd minute. La Habra almost netted a header of its own. Almost. Goalkeeper Brandt helped the Warriors escape trouble once again in the 53rd minute with this save. Then, after 2 scoreless extra time periods, the game went to penalty kicks with the game all tied up at 1, and the rest was history.
All through practice this last few weeks, we've just been working hard on PKs, and I don't do that great in practice, but I know in the games I've always done great. Always saved at least 1 or 2 usually. And I know I'm long, I know I'm big, and so I try to read their eyes most of the time, and I only need to save 1.
And we were on the field for the game that put West into the semis. Here's the squad getting ready for that home game against Salesian in the Division III quarterfinal. Both teams took to the field ready to get the game going. And while the weather didn't look too promising, as it's been raining seemingly almost for the past month in Southern California, the rain did stay away for these boys to play. Josh LaVega scored midway through the second half, and Ethan Brandt recorded 8 saves to help lead the Warriors to that 1-0 victory. In girls soccer, West hosted Culver City in the Division III quarterfinal, but couldn't seal the deal, losing 1-0. Also in Division III, the South Gals allowed 3 goals in the first half of their game against FLINTRIDGE Sacred Heart, but a late rally came up short in their quarterfinal loss, 3-2. Moving on to girls water polo, appearing in their first CIF Southern Section Finals and semifinal for that matter, West was not able to seal the deal. Buena Park took home the crown with an 8-4 victory over the number 2 seeded Warriors in the Division 6 final. Wrestling is having its moment too, as a few of our Torrance wrestlers have qualified for the CIF state tournament going down on February 21st through the 23rd in Bakersfield. From West, freshman Yoshia Funakoshi and junior Baron Gaunt both finished 4th at their weights to qualify. Both wrestlers went 5-2 during the 2-day Masters Meet tournament at Cerritos College. And South's Paul Lee finished 9th and sealed a spot at the state tournament as well. Lee went 5-2 at the Masters Meet. Now, as I've been saying every week, this is just a small portion of what's been going on in the playoffs. By the time you watch this, champions may very well be crowned. For up-to-the-minute coverage of your favorite teams, check out our social media pages for the latest information. Now, coming up on the Sports Desk, the women of El Camino College's basketball team leave it all on the court. That's coming up.
I got a crick in my neck, limp in my step, cramping in my muscles every time I try to flex. But I don't scared of. It's very sad and all that I could do was remember you. You don't know why I usually say no, but if you throw me love, I'll throw you some more.
Our love gets better every day.
Our friendship has no religion.
Love is about who you are and not what you are.
I don't see a wheelchair. I see the love of my life.
Our love is greater than anyone's hate.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk. I'm Lesley Robins. While we've been talking so much about Bishop Hoops, now is the time for me to introduce you to the women's basketball team at El Camino College. Danny Miskell recently hit up a game.
We pick up in the second quarter. Scores 36-28 Cerritos. And with just a minute left, Ashley Nguyen dishes the ball to Jordan Hickson. She finds Erica Carson underneath the bucket for the 2. Cerritos would respond with a shot from beyond the arc. Scores now 39-30 at the half. Third quarter, Salila Bay grabs this rebound and fires it off to McKenna Penueta down the block. Here comes Nguyen. This Falcon tries to block her shot, but she lays in the 2, makes the score 40-32. Nguyen can't stop, won't stop. She grabs the rebound, carves down the court. She finds Bay to get the ball outside. Bay passes it back. Then Nguyen slices through Cerritos' defense for the layup. Makes the score 42-37. Now only at a 5-point deficit will the Warriors take the lead. The Falcons would hit their momentum again right here and maintain an 18-point lead going into the fourth. The Lady Warriors are not giving up. Etiwanda with the steal, she takes off and gets inside the paint. Falcons defense tries to turn over the ball, but Alexa Mason recovers and delivers. Makes the score 64-50 Cerritos. The Falcons trailed ahead, leaving too much of a gap for the Lady Warriors to catch up. With just 30 seconds left, Cerritos sinks this triple and makes the score 78-61. ECC would respond with a layup, and that concludes the game by the final of 78-63 Cerritos game.
This loss against Cerritos ends the Lady Warriors' 6-game win streak. But in spite of that, guards Ashley Nguyen and Jordan Hickson had strong performances in this game. Nguyen put up 21 points for her team, and Hickson grabbed 14 rebounds. I got to speak with Coach Shaw post-game about the ladies' performance and what they're going to improve on going into their next game against LA Southwest.
So I thought if we could come out and just make a better commitment to doing what we wanted to do defensively, that we'd be okay. And then they scored 24, 25 points in just the third quarter. So part of that was us, but part of it was them. I mean, they made shots, right? They made good shots. They made crazy shots, right? Some of the stuff they went in. But when you're playing in a rhythm and you're playing with a pace and you're playing with the energy that they're playing, somehow that seems to work out, right? So some of the times those shots go in. Where when you're kind of a little bit off kilter a little bit, like I thought we were a lot tonight, those same shots don't go in.
Can you just talk about some of the general strategies? I noticed like even in the third quarter, you guys were really focusing on your outside shooting. Can you run us through a few things that you guys were trying to accomplish in tonight's game?
Well, our motion is mostly just kicking out. So we like to just move the ball and make sure that everyone at least gets to touch the ball. I feel like if we drove in and kicked out, that would have been really good. That's how we got our runs in, and like we just needed to execute what the coaches said, such as like moving the ball, just not settling for the first one, basically. So that's what we did, got rebounds, and just played El Camino ball as usual.
The girls were really only maybe maintaining like a 10-point deficit against Cerritos, and I think that was largely contributed by Ashley and by Jordan. In spite of the loss, I think they both had really strong performances tonight. Ashley put up 21 points. Jordan grabbed 14 rebounds. Can you comment on these girls and how they are as players for the team?
Yeah, I mean, they're, you kind of described it there perfectly, right? I mean, they're key for us, both of them, with their effort plays all the time. I mean, they bring a consistent effort to the court every night, every game night, right? And Ashley's that little girl, right? She gets to the rim, she attacks the defense, she works hard on defense, she can knock down threes. She's going to give you the same effort every night. The same with Jordan. Jordan's one of those players that just on the boards is unbelievable, and it's all effort and desire, and so we know what we're going to get from each of them night in and night out.
I really like to make sure that my teammates get involved in the play as much as possible. I like to give out the ball. I like to give out assists as much as I can. I feel like we just need to kind of collect each other, not let this take us down, and just move on and get this co-conference champion win and just keep moving forward.
I think the key for us is just to bounce back from this, but be ready to play the next time, right? You can't let one loss affect the next night. So mostly it's just getting ourselves mentally and physically in the right state to just come out and play good basketball on Friday night over at LA Southwest.
Thanks, Danny. From the big-time athletes to the little ones, North Torrance Little League is gearing up for the start of their season, and the first step is making sure the grounds look good. Welcome to Field Beautification Day.
This is our yearly Field Beautification Day, where all of our parents come out, kids come out, and just clean this place up, get a lot of the stuff that gets neglected done through the year. It's our one day to gather, and everybody puts their pride and love into this field, and you can see the results today. There's a ton of people out here, organized chaos. Every year we're going to have everything tightened up. Like I said, we're going to have beautiful infields, painted grandstands, shaded cover for the parents when they're out watching. It's just going to be as nice as we can make it. We do show a great pride in our fields here, as you can see with all of our parents today. We try to throw events for our community as well, with events you've covered in the past with Trunk or Treat. We have more events coming up. We have a fundraiser tonight at Torrance baseball cages. So again, all these same kids will be out there hitting in the batting cages and playing wiffle ball, and it's just stuff that keeps our community together and united, and we're very proud of that. I'm very proud of that. I couldn't be more proud of our parents and community.
We're weeding, we're raking dirt, we're repainting the foul poles, we're making the place look really pretty, we're painting all the trim. We're just getting it ready for the season. We stress safety. We give everybody some little safety gloves. We got glasses if you're doing something where you need to wear glasses. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and I hope whoever sees this knows that North Torrance deserves awesome little league fields, and we thank you for your support.
Okay, coming up on the Sports Desk, practice makes perfect or champions. Stay tuned.
The thrill of riding in cars with kids, the importance of doing it safely.
Welcome to the wide world of car seats. Up next is Juan, competing in the right car seat challenge.
On your mark, get set, go!
Juan's kid is 6 years old. Important info, but that doesn't tell Juan which seat to choose.
Ooh, nice move getting her height. But he'll need one more thing.
That's it, her weight. But wait, what's he doing now?
You know, it looks like he's checking the size limits for each seat.
He's reading it. He seems to be making up his mind.
Yes, he's chosen the right seat for her age, height, and weight.
Now comes the final hurdle, registering it with the manufacturer. And he's registered! Congrats, Juan. You are a car seat champion.
For more car seat safety excitement, go to safercar.gov/the right seat.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk. I'm Lesley Robins. If you don't know West High's current head varsity basketball coach, Russell Payne, you should. He's got heart and a side hustle. During the past 5 years, Coach Russell's other baby, the Los Angeles Elite, has become one of the most premier basketball programs in Southern California. From youth camps to skills clinics, his organization tackles it all. We just had to join Coach during his recent tryouts to see what it is all about.
Los Angeles Elite is a youth basketball program based out of the South Bay. We help boys and girls just kind of get ready, improve their skills, work on their game, and obviously using the platform to teach life lessons through the game of basketball and just making it a fun experience so they can grow at a higher rate in preparation for high school or in preparation for our older kids in preparation to play at the next level in college. So right now what we're doing our spring tryouts. So every year we do 2 tryouts. We do one in August for only kids kindergarten to 8th grade, and then in the spring we do a tryout for kids kindergarten to 12th grade in hopes of just developing more teams. Our program's been around for 6 years. We're like I said, we're solely based in the South Bay. We have practice locations in Torrance, Redondo Beach, Carson, Gardena, and our goal of our program, like I said, is just to help kids grow on and off the court. For us right now, we have over 200 kids signed up for tryouts for this spring session. So we're probably going to have anywhere from 18 to 20 teams for the spring. Like I said, our goals for the kids are just based on their level. So there's a lot of kids that are just developmental, trying to get better, trying to improve. And there's some that are a little more serious that would like to play high-level high school basketball or high-level college basketball and offering opportunities to do so. We have 2 individuals from our program last year who have signed full scholarships at 4-year institutions. So we're just trying to continue that trend and help as many players as we possibly can. Any parents are interested, boys and girls, kindergarten to 12th grade, we're always looking to help as many kids as we possibly can and just enjoy the game that we love.
I hope to accomplish just
being more confident in the court and play better defense, get some shots up. My favorite part was the scrimmage at the end, practicing 5-on-5 against your teammates.
A tryout is basically where you practice to get on a team. I need to work on defense a little bit because I'm not that good at it.
Now, I talk about work ethic a lot on this show and in life, really. Well, here are some great examples of what gets me pumped. Their season just began, and the Torrance High baseball team is hitting the ground running. Here's the squad grinding it out at some local batting cages. They recently tweeted out this video and wrote, "Rain or shine, we're finding a way to get our work in. Hashtag Tartars Pride." Good job, Coach Dewan. Your boys are looking mighty good. Then we have the West High softball team. Take a look at this video. Their season is also just beginning. They recently tweeted all about how nice it is to get back out to practice after the rain. The team posted a few short video clips of their work, illustrating just why they are your 2018 CIF Southern Section Division III champion. And that is going to do it for our show. Really looking forward to seeing you back here next week. In the meantime, be sure to stay in touch on social media, Twitter, Instagram. I'm at Lesley Mia. The show is at the SportsDesk TV. Tag us, find us on Facebook, send us an email. Keep in touch and take us behind your scenes. For everyone here at the Sports Desk, I'm Lesley Robins. Thanks for watching.